Maggie. Sandy is already in.
Sandy's classmate?
Yeah.
Poor Sandy's already in.
Oh.
Is she always so quick to be in?
She's always cool.
I'm not gonna miss this.
Sondra will have to hop on TV after she's done speaking, so she probably won't be there for Q&A.
I'll have Maggie ask some questions.
Yeah, and if we don't decide to do it, like,
Whatever. Not the end of the world.
it's really not.
Nice. It's October.
Oh my gosh, I had a student one-time passcode
What?
for the Zoom account. I haven't logged in forever, so I got sent to Melanie.
Ah, mother.
Did you? Okay, but you already said it.
Yeah.
I'll have to just go in with the bit. And you'll stop.
Yeah. I'll just let you in. This is how we do it.
I know, I've also your guys'
You seem to have lost your way. Let us help find you what you're looking for.
What?
That's what happened when I clicked the link. You said it was not there.
That you lost your way?
That's what happened.
What? What the foo?
I don't know. Let me try.
Click on the link that's from the that was shared on Facebook. Like copy paste that exact link.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, well, the one you sent to Andre does not work. So, as a heads up,
Okay.
let's try
Well,
the Facebook one. Because I just tried it in the incognito and it didn't work. So.
the one that I shared to Lisa Andre didn't work. Awesome.
I think it's the same link that you put in.
Is it?
Yeah. It is.
And it works?
No.
Oh. Well, I'm going to change that then because I don't want people having issues not being able to get in.
I mean, I'll try incognito right down to that link. You know, but it's a really weird link. It has like 3 dots in it. So it's like zoom.us /space ... backslash and then the rest of it.
That's weird.
So I think there's something in this.
I try to straight from my meeting, like the
Yeah, but I can't log into them. I can't log into the account.
so
Because it's asking for Mel's
Okay.
verification code to Mel.
yeah, she's
I'm updating the link that I put in there. Okay. Try that link that I just put in.
I think that one will work.
And I'm going to change the one that was on Facebook.
Yes.
I'm going to hop off that. There we go. Save. I just wanted to see if other people were having issues, but. Okay.
I've joined, so
Okay.
let me know.
I'm admitting you in and Brianna in. Where's my video?
Oh my gosh, yay! I can finally use that one button.
Okay, make co-host. Make co-host. Yes. Done.
Of course, Valerie and Lisa Perillo are awesome. Sandy has in 3 times. Why is Sandy in 3 times?
I don't
She's like,
know.
Can we
"On the
ask
phone."
Sandy, why are you in 3 times?
Why are you in 3 times? What is going on?
I'm very confused right now.
I'm going to share my screen and have it in present mode.
I have the present mode already open if you want me to share.
Oh. Can you see it on my end?
Yes, I do. See that.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool.
When you just like recognize people, you're like, woo!
Yeah, we'll be like, yay!
We're like, yeah.
Should we introduce your new project manager?
Yes, Melanie said, please do that.
The good thing this was yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, you want me to start bringing people in? Or I don't see Sondra
I
yet,
don't see either one of our speakers.
or maybe. Okay, do you want to wait a sec? I can message the waiting room. Just waiting for our guest speakers.
I don't see Maggie either. Betty's here.
Betty Torres?
Got our Betty. Yes,
What?
we got our Betty. Sandy's in 3 times. Michelle Getz is, of course, here.
Of course.
We got some of our other account managers.
Yeah, we got Dee and Emily.
Do the account managers join when they can usually?
Yeah.
Yeah, I invited all account managers.
That's good.
So they're in the know and know
You
what's
don't have to repeat
going
yourself,
on
yeah.
and no repeating of any kind is
Did we
happening.
send an invite to them or just share it with
I sent an invite to all of them
Oh.
with the Zoom link and
them? So they
passcode.
can't sit here telling me I never got the Zoom.
Nope. If they said that, then they don't pay attention to calendar invites. And that's their fault.
And that's the problem.
And that's on them.
On you. Or sir. Kathy Russell, I love Kathy. She guest spoke at one of our.
There's Sondra. I'm admitting her in, and I'm gonna start since we have her. I'm gonna admit
She
everybody.
should know when she's coming in and everything, so.
Admit all. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. We're so glad you're here. We have an awesome Diamond Club Roundtable Talk call with you guys. And we are so thrilled that we have Sondra Kahawaii with us. And she will be talking on all things refer a friend. And we also have our guest speaker, Maggy Lokken, who's a US Founder 2.0. And we are just so excited and feel so honored to have them. And we're just grateful that you guys are here. Before we kick it off here in just a sec, why don't all of you put down in the chat your favorite fall emoji and where you're from so I can see it all. And obviously I have to pull up my chat so I can see that too. And Sandy, you're like signed in like 3 different times. I don't know if you're aware of that. Oh, actually, here's my chat.
Hi.
Pie. Ooh, I love the pie. Pie is good. Oh, I didn't hear all what you said. Oh, Sandy. Boise, Idaho. Ooh, I like the maple leaf. Yes, maple leaf. Guys, I am all about all things pumpkin. So my car, and oh, Sandy knows it. See, she's got the pumpkin up. I am all about pumpkin flavor everything. And it's not because it's trendy or it's because only influencers are doing it. No, I did this before it was an influencer thing. So just putting that out there right now. Okay. So I love it. Betty's got fire. Please tell me it's not burning where you are. That would not be fun. Oh, yes, pie with ice cream. Yes. Oh, you guys are making me hungry. And just a little early shout out to my fellow Canadians, which you have Canada Thanksgiving in a couple of weeks. So you guys are going to be eating pumpkin and apple pie sooner than the rest of us. So I'm actually trying to convince my side of the family to do a Canada Thanksgiving this year instead of an American one. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we will get started here on our call. Again, just for those of you who are joining in, we're so happy that you could come to our roundtable talk. Today, we have some wonderful guest speakers who will be talking to us about all things Refer a Friend. I know it's been around for a bit, but sometimes the more we talk about it, the more it sinks in, more ways to maximize the Refer a Friend for you in your business, especially when it comes to Diamond Club. So we are so thrilled that we have Sondra Kahawaii along with Maggy Lokken. So before we get our guest speakers going, I first want to introduce you guys to our newest project manager, which we have Brianna Burnell has joined our leadership programs team. And we are so excited to have her because, as you guys know, Rebecca and I try our best to do all the things, but we are so grateful to have Brianna with us. So you will see her on emails, and once we get a phone set up for her, you guys can be calling her as well. She will eventually be supporting the Northeast region. But you guys will see her in the Northeast region calls along with me until we have her hop on full time. So Brianna, maybe just share 2 to 3 things about yourself just so that everyone can kind of get to know you a little better. Go ahead.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to be part of the Diamond Club team. Amy, Rebecca, Sylvia's amazing, or Melanie, sorry, is amazing. So it's been awesome to join the team, and I'm excited to support all of you guys and help you guys with your goals and get everything good with Diamond Club, Silver Clubs, and all those things. So a little bit about me. I've probably worked with a lot of you leaders in pro accounts. So I've been in pro accounts for a long time here at Doteras. And yeah, I'm a huge football fan and I love everything fall, everything Christmas. So favorite times of the months are now. And that's it about me. So
oh my goodness. I don't know if you saw the comment from Val, but she said, Brianna, gorgeous ladies like the rest of us. Thank you so much. Oh, and Betty's welcoming you as well. We love you, Betty. Okay, so we are going to first do some recognition because we know how much you guys work so hard while in the season, preseason, after the season. So we just want an excuse to recognize you and shout you out. So we want to recognize our top enrollers from this past month for September. So these are our top September enrollers. So we wanted to shout you guys out. So we have Sherry Farrell from Southeast. You go, girl. Woo! Go, Sherry. And then from the Northeast, we have Rhonda Boss. Congrats. And then from Central, we have Erin Pascal. Way to go, Erin. And then from Pacific, we have Tanaska. There we go, Adams. Thank you, Rebecca, from Pacific. And then we have Sarah Shoemaker from Mountain. And my fellow Canadian from Canada is Kelly Mallinson. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to butcher your last name, but way to go, girl. And then I'm gonna have Rebecca do the last two names since these are from her region she's helping out.
Wonderful. And in our North America Chinese region, we have Feng Xiao Wei. Congratulations. And in our North America Latino region, we have Claudia Bulanos. Congratulations, everybody, for your top enrollers for September. Again, we love to make recognition a huge part of these calls. So be prepared to be recognized in future calls because you just may be. But just give a big round of applause to all of these leaders and all of you guys for making it through the first month of Silver Club. We know lots of stuff has happened, so just give yourself a big round of applause. We know everything has been absolutely crazy with just convention, stuff happening, life gets in the way, school starts and stuff like that. And we're just really proud of every one of you. Even if your name wasn't on this list, just know that we are all very proud of you and the work that you've done and how much hard work you're putting into this season. So we're super excited. But with that, without further ado, I'm going to introduce our first guest speaker. Sondra is the Director of Global Leadership Experience. She is one of the most amazing people. I've been working with her for a little bit on and off, just with other programs and stuff that we've done, and she is just absolutely incredible. So without further ado, we're going to give Sondra the floor and let her talk about Refer a Friend.
Thank you, Rebecca and Amy, Diamond Clubbers. It's great to be with you. Rebecca, if one of you could just give me access to share my slides, then I will start doing that in just a second. I love talking about Refer a Friend. I know it's a program that has been around since 2023. So in preparation for today, I actually gave a lot of thought to how I might be able to present this message and maybe a little bit of a different way to highlight it, but also to give you some opportunity and space to consider how you can better leverage this tool in your business, whether during Diamond Club season or otherwise. I know it has so much power and potential. And so we're going to talk about that. Okay. So strategizing for Diamond Club, you all are in Diamond Club. So I wanted to focus on that. But really my objective for today is to just highlight 3 reasons why you should use the Refer a Friend program to help you achieve your Diamond Club goals, to talk about 2 paths you can either adopt, do it how I'm saying, or do it a little differently, adapt it, to help you again in your Diamond Club strategy. And then this idea of power statements, which I feel like has just been on my mind recently, power statements that can help you move forward and get unstuck as you continue throughout this season. So, with that, jumping right in, why use Refer a Friend? And if any of you joined us for Terror Talks during convention, Jamie Peterson gave an amazing presentation on Refer a Friend. We've learned so much from partnering with her and other leaders who are really finding ways to make this work for them. So she talked about 3 reasons why, and these are the 3 reasons she highlights. It helps you expand your network. It helps you expand your reach. If you feel like you've worked through your entire cold market of contacts and or warm market, cold market, right? All the markets, and you're trying to find more people to connect with, this can help you do that. It also gives you a way to reward loyal customers and help them know doTERRA recognizes their ongoing monthly orders. You appreciate it. We appreciate it. There's a way that they can be rewarded as they share their favorite products with others. And then one of the biggest ways, and I think underutilized ways of really leaning into Refer a Friend is using it as a tool to vet potential builders. That could be using the report in your back office to see who's already sharing and having a conversation with them, seeing who's sharing, how frequently, how much, following up, seeing what's working specifically for them. But then this always gives you an opportunity to kind of figure out, okay, where do I want to strategically position this person on my team? Where does it make sense? Where will they be best supported? And also, are their words matching their actions? And I know in the past, lots of leaders have been like, I had a conversation, somebody promised or said they were all in, they were ready to go for it. And they're just maybe not keeping pace. Life happened, other things happened, and that's fine. We're going to show them grace and love still and invite them to continue to be part of our doTERRA family. But then making sure that you're not putting yourself or them in a difficult position because of where you've placed them or the expectations that are there. So with those things in mind, just questions for you to consider. And honestly, I love interaction. I know we have limited time, but if you want to type in thoughts or just drop down thoughts in the chat that you can share with each other, you folks can kind of have this conversation going. Maybe you're already really familiar with Refer a Friend and you're like, Sondra, I already have plans on how I'm using this. Great. If you do, drop it in the chat. If you haven't thought or considered yet, maybe think of one way you could use it starting today. And I'm going to share some specific ways and how you've used it in the past. We'll be using it to help you meet your goals. So some of those examples could look like simply deciding when you'll introduce customers to the opportunity to share using Refer a Friend. Are you going to talk about it with every new customer during enrollment? Are you going to bring it up during your wellness consult? Are you going to talk about it on every continuing education class you host? Like has been mentioned here, repetition is helpful, right? There's so much going on in people's lives. So just reminding them of the opportunity and the benefits and how it could help them and help them help others is really important. But if you don't already have a place where it fits in, then it's really easy to forget. And so a simple first step is just figuring out, when am I going to talk about it with my customers? The other thing that Jamie has talked about too is talking with everyone and asking everyone for referrals. So you're teaching a class, maybe not everybody enrolls there, that's fine. They just sat through some product education. Great. It sounds like you're not interested in purchasing anything today. That's totally fine. When you are, I'd love to support you with that. But who do you know who could benefit from some of these products? Ask them for a referral. There's nothing wrong with that. And then what I love about her approach is she says, and then give it some time, and they'll be like, well, and they might think of a family member or friend, and then say, okay, great. You can be writing down those names. Who else do you know? Right? Maybe you can get 2 or 3 names out of somebody, and that's fine. Whether it's I'm not saying to go for quantity. I'm just saying you never know until you ask, and there's nothing wrong with asking and following up and saying, great, okay, how would you like to connect us? I'd love to invite them to a future class. I'd love to call them and tell them about these products. What made you think of these people? Are there any specific products we talked about tonight that you think could particularly help them? Would it be okay if I called them? Sounds like their son is struggling with, oh, I'm not the best at all the compliant language things, guys. So, right, like he's struggling with X, Y, Z. I'd love to call and tell them about On Guard, tell them about Breathe. Would that be okay? You know, there are different ways that you could just position it to help them see that it's not going to be too crazy or overwhelming. And from referring that friend, right, you can still make sure they get the doTERRA dollars for that referral, and you can still talk to them about that. You can also just set a very specific goal with a sharer. Say you had somebody on your team who's been sharing casually. You could even say, hey, did you know you've earned X number of doTERRA dollars so far this year? Sounds like you've been great at sharing with friends. I'd love to continue support you in doing that. Like, are you looking to make any additional money for the holidays? Can I help you help yourself kind of cover the cost of your doTERRA products this upcoming month by continuing to share, right? Some of these people do it just, I don't want to say accidentally, but maybe a little bit more casually, and with intention and focus and partnership, they could do a lot more, right? And so things to consider as you're getting into that. So those are 3 reasons why you should use Refer a Friend. Now, when we talk about 2 paths, I thought about this and I was like, hey, it's a little bit of a lie, but the numbers just work better, 3, 2, 1. So 2 paths. The point of this is making sharing simpler. Refer a Friend was offered as a way to make sharing seamless and simple for you, for your customers, for anyone in doTERRA. Even with how the program is, though, there's ways that leaders have found to make it even more accessible for their customers, for their preferences, for how they like to share and how they find them engaging in sharing. So these are ideas that I got from existing wellness advocates who are saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Okay. So we're just going to run through some of these examples. So empowering your customers. Some leaders have created a QR code of their unique referral link and sent it to them as a digital image, or made a copy of it or printed it in like and made it into like a keychain, something they can always hold on themselves and take around. So if they're talking to a friend and they're like, actually, here, you can scan this code, that'll get you a free membership with anything you want to buy from doTERRA for a year. Well, isn't that a great offer? Makes it super seamless. They don't have to remember what's my referral link again. They don't have to message you, what's my referral link again? Just in the moment, they can act. People have made it super cute. They've made it a part of their customer appreciation. They've designed, right, these cute little doTERRA keychains. Again, if you're like, Sondra, that's doing too much, I can't do that much, that's fine. You can simplify and you can customize this to do whatever makes sense for you. You could also get very involved. I know Jamie Peterson, one of her strategies is she's like, I make it so easy for them to give me their names. We have a relationship of trust. They know that I will treat their friends well and that I will follow up and I will follow through. And so they don't hesitate to give me names, but I don't make them do any of like kind of the heavy lifting, right? Or the work, the leg work. They just have to give me the names. And then I tell them, great, I'm going to call your friend Rebecca. I'm going to talk to her about Breathe. Sorry, this is advancing on its own. So we're gonna go back for a second. I'm gonna call your friend Rebecca. I'm gonna tell her all about Breathe. And then when she enrolls, right, you'll see those doTERRA dollars like show up in your account. And then we also know that there's those emails that are sent. So when anybody uses, when any person clicks on a refer a friend link and enrolls with it, then the customer who referred them or whose link it belonged to, they get an email saying, thanks for sharing with your friend. You got this many doTERRA dollars. Their upline gets an email letting you know which customer shared and a little bit about the person in the order, a little bit about the person just meaning like their name and contact information, but you can connect them back to that customer. So you could reach out to the customer and say, hey, it looks like you shared with your friend Rebecca. Tell me more about her. Like, love to help support her and onboard her into doTERRA and onto the team. So you can ask specific customers for referrals and then kind of do the hand holding to help those new people come in, or even ask a customer to host an event. Like, you are so great at sharing your experience with Adaptive. Would you be willing to have a few friends over? And again, when we say event, it could be a 15-minute event. It could be a 30-minute event. It could be a girls' night. It could be a spa party. It could be a themed activity for the fall, for, whatever the season is, wherever you're at. You could put together something fun that makes sense for that person. You could spend a few minutes talking about a product or two. No VMG's out, new products are out. There's so many exciting things to talk about. And you can just focus it all around that one thing and then use the refer a friend link for them to be able to share with their friends and earn doTERRA dollars. So the point of this being, personalize your approach. There's never going to be a one size fits all, but you might find with your customers, one approach works better than the other. As you try a couple different things, lean into that, do more of it, and that will serve you. Something else to keep in mind, this idea of like asking more questions and also listening more intently. When you ask good questions, everything you need to know about how you can support that customer, where they're at, if they're inclined towards sharing, if they had a bad experience with sharing, will kind of come to light, and you'll have a better sense of how to navigate supporting them. So you could even ask them, what are you most excited to share? Are they wanting to talk all about the new products? Are they wanting to talk about the impact that doTERRA is making through co-impact sourcing, or about the, Healing Hands Foundation, the science, all of the new things that we're learning about essential oils, right? There's so many different messages you can share, but if you can be really clear about, okay, well, what message do they feel really passionate about sharing and supporting them in that, that's great. Even figuring out how they love to share. Is it one-on-one? Is it in a group class? Is it online? Is it through a text? Is it on the phone, right? Like, everybody has their preferences. The more you can ask these questions and get a sense of that, the better you can kind of meet them where they're at. And then, who do you know who is, right? This goes back to our asking kind of for referrals. One of the great things that I learned from one of the panels that we did for Terra Talks is, one wellness advocate, Marie Michelle, she's from our Canada market. She's amazing. She just kind of shared, yeah, when I am looking for new business partners, sometimes I'll just talk to people, like I'll talk to my customers and be like, I'm looking at growing my team and my business, and I am looking for somebody who is open-minded, entrepreneurial, willing to work hard, creative, and kind of like this. Like, who might that fits that? And she says, Sondra, 95% of the time, they're like, well, that kind of sounds like me. I love those things. I love doTERRA. I do all those things. How about we talk, right? And so it's another way of being able to approach people with the opportunity and make it just, like bring them into the team even more. This is a list of questions that we actually have from one of our blog articles that we have posted about finding business builders, and Justin Harrison kind of addresses that. Sorry, guys, my deck is going out of control here. So, questions. Now, on the listening side, maybe some of us consider ourselves very good listeners. Maybe some of us are like, well, we could always do better at that, regardless of where it is. And I just gave one specific example here. You're having a conversation with a customer. They love everything about their products. And it's not even in regards to refer a friend. Everyone, you're just listening to them and they're like, I really love LLV. I really love VMG. I really want to get more doTERRA products, but finances are tight. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I just don't have time. I don't know about this whole MLM sales thing, right? Like I have concerns, or I heard weird things, or I'm hearing things about essential oils. You're not supposed to do XYZ and you're telling me to do opposite, right? Like ask the questions, listen intently, and then figure out what you have to offer them that can help to address that concern. Don't breeze past it. Don't brush it under. Address it straight on. And figure out what tools you have available to help address that. Refer a friend can be a great tool for addressing one of the financial things. With Refer a Friend, you can earn up to $599 doTERRA dollars every year. That's a lot of product that people can buy for $599, right? Depending on if it's just for them or a whole household, can kind of determine how much they can stretch that. If they're on our loyalty rewards program, they have points they can use. But doTERRA dollars is very different from points. There's no redemption fee. There's no limits on what it can apply to. And it can apply basically to anything in your cart. So renewal, product, shipping, taxes, everything it can cover. If finances are tight, that's one opportunity. Well, I know you love your doTERRA products. We can figure out the best way you want to share them. And as you share them, there's a custom link you can use and you can earn money to cover your future orders. Would you be interested in learning more about that? Or when could we set up a time for me to walk you through it or give you your link? Make it really simple. Again, just ideas. One of the principles to keep in mind here is you want to create some urgency around it. So when we piloted this, we told ourselves, okay, well, should we make it more of a time-bound offering, like you have a week to use your link or you have a month to use your link? People are going to think of people they want to share with at all times, right? You could have asked them this week and maybe by next week they're thinking of somebody, but this week they just didn't have anybody in mind. And honestly, when you started building your business, you likely went through some of these steps. You made a names list, you talked to people, you asked them to invite their friends and family, you asked them to think of people, you asked them for referrals. So how can you create urgency and revisit it? Keep those things in mind with the last one. Now for this one, use words that resonate. Some people are like, Sondra, refer a friend. I don't know that really works for me. And I was like, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Call it what works for you. So some of the things that other leaders call it. Did you know you have a friends and family discount code? I'd love to get that over to you. This is how it works. Did you know that you have a way to gift your friends their first year of doTERRA membership? Absolutely free. $35 value. There's no minimum purchase required. Any purchase allows them to get a year access to doTERRA products at wholesale price. Did you know you have a way to earn up to $599 in free products each year from doTERRA by earning doTERRA dollars? Did they know those things? Maybe they didn't. The other thing that leaders have done is they've really gotten creative with how they stack rewards on top of this. So doTERRA offers doTERRA dollars, 20% on that initial order will go to the customer. But leaders have been like, Sondra, to sweeten the pot or to create more exclusivity or urgency or do some kind of fun challenge with my customers, I've stacked rewards. I said, okay, whoever, shares their link the most or gets the most people to sign up using or sharing this month, I'll give them an aroma touch, right? It could be an experience. It could be, it doesn't have to be a high cost is my point. Like you don't have to give them swag or a ton of free products because you definitely want them buying product, but you can give them an experience. And that experience could be a wellness consult, an assessment, right? Like something more that will help them meet their needs and that resonates with them. So get creative with giveaways, with prizes, stacking rewards, and doing specific challenges for your team to create some exclusivity, urgency, and personalize, again, that whole experience. So but I lied a little when I said 2 paths. It's multiple paths, with the point being that you can figure out the path that works for you, and there's no one way to do this right and to do this at all. Leaders are doing it all kinds of ways and finding great results. The last thing I'm gonna just say here is now as the refer from program is sorry, that's weird. Still somewhat new. We get a lot of questions. 1 second, please, while I just adjust this. Guys, technology is great sometimes. Sometimes it is. And sometimes we just have to make it work. Okay. I'm gonna share my slides again. We're just gonna keep it this slide because I don't know why it keeps going weird. Okay, this slide is actually already on the DMK, and afterwards, if these slides are helpful and interesting to you, then I'll work with the Diamond Club team to make sure you folks can get access to them. But this specific slide is already on there. There is a folder full of Refer a Friend resources. It's training, it's PowerPoint decks, it's marketing materials, it's hype videos, it's educational videos. All of that is on the DMK. So if you have questions and want to learn more or want to take a little bit more time to get through the logistics of it, there's resources there. At the core though, what would be helpful for you to know and keep in mind is just how Refer a Friend is different from Wellness Advocate, so that as you're having conversations with customers, you can really maybe offer them the best pathway forward. Is it best for them to remain a customer sharing, or is there an opportunity for you to have a conversation about upgrading them and helping them share even more and earn even more with all the commission and comp plan opportunities that they have there? So I just wanted to put this up as a place of reference, because as you are familiar with this, then you can be really intentional about your power statements, about how you follow up, about your approach to partnering with your customers and team members to really leverage this program and get a lot out of it. Now, the last thing I will just share, love Justin as our master distributor. And this is something he actually said at last convention. And he said, everyone is at a different place in his or her doTERRA journey, but the doTERRA movement inspires a purpose in all people, no matter where they are on the diverse developmental landscape. Now, we know that doTERRA is more than just an essential oil company. We know that we have so much to offer, and that it is a movement, right, that can inspire people to act, people to be bold, people to be courageous and do things they maybe have never done before. And so with that in mind, I can also share a link. This is another blog post that we kind of did with him. And he came up with kind of these one-liners. And for you personally, you might be like, well, that resonates. I kind of identify with that one. Or maybe you're like, Sondra, this is me. Every single line here is me. Wellness advocates, you as wellness advocates, you enact change one drop at a time. And it might be slow going, but it also could have huge rippling effects that you may never see. But that is a part of what you're able to be a part of every single day. You courageously invite others to transform their lives, their physical health, their financial health, lots of different areas, right? You share with integrity. You do all these things. So when you get discouraged, when you find that you're getting stuck, when you're trying to overcome and move forward through Diamond Club, through the goals, through the upcoming months of hard work that you have, keep these things in mind. Use it to motivate you to continue pushing forward. And then as you're able to, again, get more familiar with the program or really lean into it, come up with your own power statements that are going to keep you moving forward and staying focused on your goal, leveraging your tools, your resources, your team here at corporate who is cheering you on. So again, just so grateful to spend some time with you. Hopefully that offered some new perspective and ideas on how you can leverage this program and how it can help you with your Diamond Club goals this season. So with that, Rebecca, am I gonna get back to you?
Oh, I'm going to take over Sondra, Amy here. So thank you so much, Sondra, for all that you shared, all that information of golden nuggets for them to be able to maximize their business on another level. And I know, like wellness advocates, that you guys say a lot where it's like, where can we go to find new ways to launch new builders. And I feel like this program is just another way to be able to do that, and in more like almost like a less intimidating way, because it's like you're already compounding on something that they're already doing. And so it's almost just like a follow-up and check-in. So I love that. And I feel like the more we talk about refer a friend, the more information we're given, the better we can maximize it. So thank you so much, Sondra, for taking your time and sharing your insights. So thank you. Okay, so now we have the wonderful opportunity to be able to turn the time over to Maggie, who will be also sharing her insights on how she uses Refer a Friend for her business and specifically for Diamond Club, so that it just gives another new perspective on how you guys can be maximizing Refer a Friend during the Diamond Club season. So I will turn the time over to Maggie. Go ahead.
Hello, thank you, Amy. So really, I'm just going to piggyback a lot of kind of what Sondra covered, but hopefully kind of in some ways just that you can use it in the field. So I have the comment section open, so just feel free to comment and ask questions as I chat. Hopefully I like it to be interactive and I can just respond. So a couple of things that kind of came to mind as I was listening to Sondra and kind of reading the chat is, think of the difference between the Refer a Friend link. A lot of times it seems the question comes up if you're a wellness advocate versus you're a customer, like what's the difference? So think of us as wellness advocates just as your direct shopping link. Okay, that's really what the Refer a Friend link is for us, is it's a direct link. They get the free membership, the wholesale price and whatnot. So I like to use that just if somebody wants a shopping link directly. I did see the question come up asking if you could put the, which maybe I'll come back to that, but putting the Diamond Club code in that. So you can't link. So the difference between having or being a wellness advocate is you have the ability to use Link Generator. So if you're using Link Generator, then yes, you can plug your Diamond Club code into that. However, if you're just a customer using your Refer a Friend link or your discount link or whatever you want to call it, you can't use that as a link generator. It's just a direct link. So there's been, I think, kind of to Sondra's point, right? It's like our verbiage, the way we use our words can really just make a difference on how people understand. So think of it as just a link for people to use as like a shopping link, or hey, use this link to get my discount. Because don't forget that the only way anybody can get our wholesale customer account or like the 25% off or the free membership is through our link, right? They cannot go to Doteras website, get a wholesale customer account with that being free. So keep that in mind. And then a couple different ways I just like to use it specifically when it comes to Diamond Club or Silver Club or whatever you're in or mentoring at, is let's say you have a customer who loves the products. You can simply ask your customer, hey, do you want to have a little event, a girls' night, whatever you want to call it, invite some friends over, and really just leverage that Refer a Friend link as their hostess rewards, okay? So ask them to invite some friends. They're going to just share the products that they already love. And then one of the ways that you can use that or kind of make it easy is then say it's Susie, okay? Susie's going to host a class. Before her class starts, you can help Susie find her Refer a Friend link just simply by logging into her account. Now, let's say it's somebody that wants to host a class that doesn't have an account yet, right? Encourage them to get set up so that they can have that link before the class starts. Because then what you can do is you can just generate a QR code with her shopping link for her class. So that way when the class comes, hey, this is the shopping link to get the discount, to get the free membership with Susie, right? And then that way it just makes it really easy when they're ready to purchase at that class. Boom, it just is going to go right to her refer a friend link, which is going to get her refer a friend dollars or doTERRA dollars. Does that make sense? So just to kind of reiterate, you cannot use the link generator. So you can't plug your Diamond Club code in there. However, at the class, that's where you want to say, hey, we also have this promo code to get you these extra freebies. And then you can plug that in once they use the link. So is there any questions?
I didn't see any in the chat, no.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to think of some other points I was going to that got brought up. I think I covered what I wanted to.
Like
just,
how you can maximize refer a friend during like Diamond Club.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the biggest thing is I think leveraging that for your hostess rewards. So because mind you, let's say Susie's going to have a class and she has 6 people come and 5 of the 6 people want to get set up because Susie is your enrollment. When Susie uses her refer a friend link, all of her friends that used her link, that counts for an enrollment for you for Diamond Club. Or let's say it's one of your leaders. Maybe it's your leader and that's Susie. Maybe your Susie is your leader's enrollment. It doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't matter whose enrollment it is, but it all comes back. It's all on your team. Like we don't need to get worried about whose enrollment it is. But if it is your leader's enrollment, Susie, and Susie has a class, then your leader has 5 new enrollments and it counts for you for Diamond Club. Does that make sense? So leveraging it specifically with Diamond Club and Silver Club to get your enrollments and points is a great way just to help. I mean, really, we're just sharing. It's just getting people to share, and it's just kind of offering those extra little incentives, especially now. You know, people just want to be able to pay for their products, and it's a great way to leverage that of, hey, you really want some more VMG? You want to try these new frankincense products? Wonderful. Let's get a class together, get you some doTERRA dollars to pay for those products. If the refer a friend link is used and you don't know until after the fact and no promo code was used, would you create a case for the Diamond Club promo? So that's probably an Amy question, but I would say, yeah, if somebody uses the link and they miss the promo code, then you can email your Diamond Club contact, whoever that is. Well, in this case, it's Amy. And yeah, Amy, if you want to reiterate that. But then you can go, if you miss it, you just have to log it in your office. And I say this because I just had this question for Amy today because this happened to us on our team. So somebody missed the promo code. You just have to go in and log it and create a connection. Make sure you get their information in there and then let them know. And yeah, you can go back and get that.
Yeah, you said that right. So when you guys have a missing promo code, not only do you create the connection, but you add the attendee in. So it's just like what you guys used to do in previous seasons where you created a class and you added your attendees to the class. So if the attendee step is missed, then we don't have that on our dashboard. So just don't forget that step. I do see a question from Val. She said, how do you create keychains for customers with their link?
So I've never done the keychain. I'm not entirely sure about that, but if we're just talking kind of the generic QR code, there are a lot of like free QR code generators. If you use Canva, you can even, Canva has a free QR code generator in there. But basically, if you just get your customer to log into their account, and we all have that pop up every time we log in, right? It says you refer a friend link, or just hover over your account and then you can find the link in there. And then you would just copy and paste that into some sort of QR code generator, however you want to do that. And then you can just use that image. So we've even had some people like you can pull that in and have like a business card. Like you could have customers that just have like a refer a friend QR code with like a business card. Hey, here's my shopping link. Hey, here's my discount code. Like use this link, right? It's no different than like social media, different people in there that are sharing, hey, link to purchase this, use my link to save X amount of dollars, right? It's the same thing with doTERRA. We're just, hey, use my link to get 25% off in a free wholesale account. So kind of using that verbiage that people are familiar with, like Alicia said too, the doTERRA promo code, I think that's just a big, using words that people understand. When you say refer a friend, they're like, wait, what does that mean? So I think a lot of it's just in that verbiage.
Where have you found the most success with when implementing like refer a friend? What's been the most successful experiences that you've had?
I think another one too that you guys had mentioned too, like with Jamie Peterson, is asking for referrals. A lot of times, I think that's a big miss. We have so many customers. You guys are customers because they love the product. And so all of our customers know somebody else that also could use and benefit from the product. So I think a big takeaway I would say is just asking people who they know and asking for the referral, because if we don't ask, people don't necessarily like go out of their way to say, hey, sometimes they might, but if you don't ask, you might not receive it. So just ask who they know, and ask, like Jamie said, who else do you know?
So for someone who may be struggling right now to like meet their enrollment, how could they maximize refer a friend to help them get the required enrollments that they need?
Oh, I love that question. So what I would say is, if you're participating in Diamond Club, you have a team underneath you, right? You have customers underneath you. Find a customer that is a loyal customer. Find a customer that loves the products and just ask them for the referrals. If they don't want to like host a class, call it something different. Maybe you just ask them like, hey, do you want to do a little event where you guys can sample and smell the new products, right? Just kind of get creative in the different ways you can ask people to share. Sometimes like hosting a class seems scary or something, but just use it in different ways. Like, who do you know? So reach out to those loyal customers that love the product and see if you can get referrals from them, or see if you can leverage ways to maybe do an event with them. Or honestly, even if it's a Zoom, like hop on a Zoom if they're not local to you. There's ways. And I think a big part of it is your mindset. Okay. You have to be open to it. Take it as like an abundance mentality, not a scarcity mentality. Be open to receive, ask for it, ask your customers. And I think it's just a great way to leverage what doTERRA, and Jamie talked about, if you saw her Tara talk about like the gift. It's the gift that a lot of people don't even know is there, right? So use that gift, share that gift, offer them a way of, hey, you want to get some more of your products paid for? Here's a gift doTERRA offers that you might not even know about.
Just realized I was still muted. I think that was all the questions that we had. So thank you so much, Maggie, for taking time to share your insights with Refer a Friend, and how all our Diamond Club participants can maximize it to help them, not just to try to make your monthly enrollments, but looking at it as a gift and an abundance. And mindset plays a huge role with Diamond Club in particular. So thank you for reminding of us with that, Maggie. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I will now turn the time over to Rebecca, who's just going to close out our call, and just remind you guys of a couple other calls that will be coming up for you guys to add to your calendars.
Yes, thank you so much. And I just want to say that I appreciate all of our guest speakers today. I know Sondra had to cop off really, really quickly, but Maggie, thank you so much for being on this call. I feel like we learned so much from all of you guys. And thank you everyone who participated in the chats and the comments, and just everybody who was here on this call today. We really appreciate it. I do just want to have one or two last minute things that we need to talk about, guys. So don't go away just yet. These are pretty important if you really like, first off, if you like promotions. So, 1 second, so sorry. Okay, so the first one is we are offering an October Start Strong incentive. Woo! For everybody who participated in our Start Strong Incentive for September, you knew that we were doing an incentive and we gave lots of some swag. For October, we are doing another incentive and we're doing it for 2 tiers. That means you can earn up to 2 incentives. The first one, which is what we're calling tier 1, is you get 7 qualifying enrollments. This also includes reactivations by October 15th. The winners, so the people who get those 7 qualifying enrollments by the 15th will get 50 loyalty rewards points awarded after the 15th. You will be emailed when you win. And again, qualifying enrollments are 100 plus PV enrollments in the US or Canada. Make sure they use your promo code so that way they can count on your Diamond Club dashboard. And again, reactivations do also count. Second one, tier 2. So remember, tier 1, 7 enrollments by the 15th. Tier 2, meet your October requirement, which is 14 qualifying enrollments by October 31st. That's the last day. I believe that's also Halloween. So that's fun. The winners who get this incentive will be on a call with exclusive call with a special guest speaker that we will announce in the coming days, hopefully. As we're just pinning down that exclusive guest speaker for you guys. We don't want to make any announcements until we have confirmation 100%. We're super excited. Again, you guys can earn both of the incentives. So if you get 7 enrollments by the 15th and then you meet your qualifications by the 31st, you have earned both. And that's super exciting. You get 50 points and you get to be on the exclusive call. Super, super, super exciting. But if you miss the 7 enrollments by the 15th and you still get your requirements by the 14th, you still get the call, you just don't get the points, and then vice versa as well. If you get 7 enrollments by the 15th, but you don't meet your qualifications by the 31st, you get the 50 points, but you don't get the exclusive call. So information about the call, we will share, of course, the guest speaker with you guys. We'll announce that. And then we'll share the date and time, and then we'll share that call link to all of our winners after they have been, you guys will be emailed with the call link. Be really excited. These guest speakers are going to be talking about their convention products. We're super, super excited again, just that we're able to offer this incentive again for Diamond Club. We love, love, love these incentives. So super, super excited about this. Finally, before we let you guys go, we just want to let you guys know about our October 15th training call. Woo! For anybody who may have been mentoring, or maybe you were a really strong participant in Silver Club and you rocked it and you're doing Diamond Club, many of you guys may know that we had a guest speaker, our Senior Director of Marketing, Scott Greer, talk about the digital marketing kit. You guys loved it so much that we had to do it for Diamond Club too. So we will be hosting a call on October 15th. At 11:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time with Scott, who is super fun. I don't know if you guys have ever been on a call with him. I'm sure you have. He is so energetic, so fun, so exciting, but he's going to be talking all things digital marketing kit, including a new AI system, I guess, they're putting in the digital marketing kit. So super exciting. Don't miss out on this fun call. It's going to be super, super fun. Again, anybody can attend this call who's a participant or a mentor in Diamond Club. So super, super love it. Make sure you let your other friends know who are participating. Make sure you let your mentors know who are participating, who are mentoring you, who would like to be on this call. I feel like it would just be a great call for all of our participants. Everybody's participating in Diamond Club. So yeah, that is all we have for you guys today. Again, this call is recorded. We will be sending out we'll be posting this call on our leadership programs, doTERRA Leadership Programs YouTube page, and on our Facebook page. So be sure to check there, and we will also be sending out information about Scott's call. Scott's call will also be recorded. So if you guys do miss the call, don't worry, we got you. We do record these calls, so you guys can watch them after. But with that, we're gonna let you guys go. Spend the rest of your day just doing amazing things and being awesome and really getting to work. We really appreciate you guys. So with that, we'll see you later. Bye.